An emergency call turned into a miracle for a firefighter. He met his daughter. Mark had admired his job as a firefighter in Myrtle Beach, North Carolina. It seemed like he was born to save people's lives, and there was nothing that would stand in head and sway to complete his doing, except for being an amazing firefighter. Mark was a caring and devoted husband to his wife and a loving father to his two sons, Willing to Parker. The emergency call he had received on 11/14/2011 and completely changed his life. The woman on the line complained of strong pangs of pain in her stomach, so headed to the emergency scene to see how he could help. Emergency staff is trained to help people in need without hesitation, so when the duty call happened he knew there was no time to call another emergency service. Moreover, fire departments are often planned to the place where the ambulance. It was a pretty serious call for us. Head and told people you related to stressful seat, exclaiming we got around some oxygen started. So my visa in, and literally as we were getting ready to leave the parking lot in the ambulance my partner said we're about to deliver a baby right here. It was not enough time to get the woman to the hospital, which meant only one possible thing. Head in with his colleagues had to deliver the baby on their own. In a while the emergency call to care for one person turned into caring for two for Hadid. As soon as the baby was born she was handed to him, and that was the moment that hit him. She struggled from the minute she was put in my hands. Hadn't recalled people. The little girl let out her first crying in his hands. That moment was so thrilling for the man that he couldn't take his eyes off the baby. It was amazing to hear her crying. He took a trip down memory lane when talking with people. Hadden couldn't even think of the challenges the baby had to come to later down the road. The adoption system might not find a real loving home, and she could become an orphan for good. The man even jokingly told the doctors he could take her to his family. In fact, too deep inside, Market knew he wasn't joking or faking. Having more kids was always his big dream, and now a newborn baby seemed like the answer to his prayers. The man decided to call back and tell her what had happened. When the woman heard the news she realized she couldn't miss out on such an opportunity. Ever since we had the boys we knew that we wanted more children, and I was preterm with them, so we knew that it wasn't possible to have any more baby. Bath revealed to people. That's how our regular emergency call turned into something that could be the biggest miracle for the hands. I will never forget that it was the day when a lot of things came full circle. Hadn't told CNN, but the main question still remains, would the couple actually be able to adopt this baby girl? Once the doctor told the biological mother her daughter would be given up for adoption, something changed in her on ice. It seemed like she finally realized what this all meant for her and her baby. The woman turned to Beth and started begging her, "I want you to adopt my baby. I can't give my baby to someone I've never met." Then she asked the nurse to bring the baby to Beth so she could see her. Soon after, the married couple signed temporary custody papers and brought the baby home. They named Rebecca Grace, but everybody in the family decided to call Gracie for sure. The funny thing is that the first thing the couple thought of when they took Gracie home was, oh my gosh, we have to pay for a wedding. Before that they had only sons, and it was a whole new experience to finally be the parents of a daughter. When they brought Gracie home, Path's face laid up as well as the face of the little baby. Everybody was extremely happy to welcome a new person into their home. This heartfelt story touched the heartstrings of everybody in the community. The entire neighborhood paid it forward and decided to help the hands with their new members of the family. The Myrtle Beach Fire Department also awarded Hadden No Firefighter of the Year for his courage during the emergency and also for giving Gracie another chance to have an amazing future. All these awards meant a lot for Had, yet his biggest reward was a little baby he and his wife wanted so back. When she was 6, Gracie already knew about Origin, an unusual entrance into the world. When someone asked her about it, she probably answers, "My daddy delivered me in the back of an ambulance and helped me take my first breath." I hadn't still want their daughter to forget about her story, yet she's too little now to discuss the details. They'll just need to reinforce that when she gets older. Christmas time is such a special time for the Hat, and now sitting together in front of the Christmas tree marking Math realize how blessed they are to have 3 of the sweetest cans. They could have never had a daughter, but now she's already 6, so big and little at the same time. The couple spends as much time as possible with their kids, and when they see the bond their 3 children sharing makes them the happiest parents in the entire world. The process of adoption isn't easy at all. The decision to take a new baby into your family can be really complicated. It Haddens always knew they made the right choice. The couple can stop wondering what a beautiful person Gracie is, made really want to see what future holds for their kids as they grow up. If even one child is placed in a family that is loving and supportive as ours is, and that's our message, told ABC News.